matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Right to the air. Here is Goff.
Flushed out right.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Super one. Obama.
Goff now looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Broncos still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic one, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long, and because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Purdy. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Brown.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. We can look at this Bronco defense. And they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing here, Purdy. That is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to draw that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Value one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Now Purdy. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
14.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
76, help. 76. Horrible.
Gone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here comes third and the length of the football. They go play action here. Purdy. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set them up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it across the 15 and into Chief territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second and 10. Here's Goff. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Good footwork at the 30. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Purdy. This will be caught by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that's
blitz coming, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down, Kansas City.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
An inside give, Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Johnson for the extra point try.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 26, Broncos 7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. 76. 76. Value 1. All right.
Play action. It's Goff. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on second down is Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Two.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Whirling.
Again, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Brown going up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Purdy.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Running right, here's Brown.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And that's complete to Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. 3 quarters have come and gone.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, here's Brown.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Chase Brown.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Broncos 7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a first down throw. Goff. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Goff on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
12, 12, 12, 12. 4 down.
Goff throwing again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, man.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Denver Broncos.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Listen. Let's go. Marlin.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Brown. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's a give to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give it to Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chiefs, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.